Number 14.
All right, John, Doe-Anderson, number 14. Do you get the vibe?
I get the vibe. I do get the vibe.
Which Louisville band is it?
Is that a little MMJ? What is it?
Little My Morning Jacket.
That's excellent. As you were playing that, though, I was thinking, are you going to be? I really hope whoever gets number 9 doesn't get that Revolution number 9 song.
No. It depends on who wins.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. All right. Wow. Just looking at the winners for the night. Okay. I'm gonna shake my head at this one, but actually, no. I have a better one for them. It's fine. It's fine. It all works out.
I have a lot of fun thinking this through. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so, and that's been one of the great things. It's like, let's be fun. Let's be a little creative. So number one, thank you for being one of the earlier supporters of what we're doing. We've been to the agency, Kyle and I. It's remarkable. I mean, it's honestly, we had the most remarkable time spending time with all of you. You were very gracious on my birthday. And it's such a good crew. And you're the big anchor in Louisville, but one could argue as well that you are kind of vibing with Lexington, and you're connected with Cornett, and then you got Cincinnati with Curiosity, and then there's just such a nice there's a nice energy there. There is a nice energy. And the agency's been around since 1915. So tell us that story first.
Well, okay. If you want I'll give you the real story. It's kind of interesting. This in 1915, Elmer Doe, good old Elmer, was working for J. Walter Thompson up in New York City, and he wanted to go to a community where he could have a little more impact. He was tired of the rat race. He was going to, head out of town, head south. And that destination was not Louisville, Kentucky. It was New Orleans, Louisiana.
Correct.
And he got on the train. He took the train down. It comes through Louisville, and then it goes and sees our friends down in Bunton and Nashville, and down through Memphis, down to New Orleans. But this was halfway. So he was getting off. He was going to take a changeover day here. Some friends of the family were here in Louisville. And, here's this interesting creative guy from New York City. And so they were like, well, let's have a dinner party. Let's meet this interesting character. They did. He shows up. He gets wined and dined. He sits next to a table to a fetching young lady. And let's just say he never got back on the train. He started the Doe agency here in Louisville. So, I mean, that's how we bring him in, is we just open our doors, show them a lot of hospitality, and people don't want to leave.
Well, and that's the thing about Louisville. People forget. You'll see the fleur-de-lis around. You realize that there is a lot of that New Orleans Cajun Creole thing, which is really, really great. Plus, home of one of the greatest human beings ever, Muhammad Ali, Cassius Clay. So let's talk about the way that this is structured, because of the employee ownership B Corp. Talk a little bit about how you're approaching that, and why those two things are not necessarily mutually exclusive, but they work together.
So let me start with employee owned. It's really unusual. Every time I tell people about the way our company is structured, they're like, wow, I wish we could be structured this way, because we're not an ESOP. We're not kind of employee shareholders where it's gone through a bank. In the 1950s, Warwick Anderson, who's the Anderson of Doe-Anderson,
got it,
sold the shares in the company, $10,000 worth at the time, to the employees. So they bought the shares. And the way they became the owners, and he kind of just, he still worked, but they owned it and they took it forward. And what's happened ever since that time is we've issued more shares to people who want to be investors in the company. And that doesn't trade on a market like I could, buy it 2 days ago and then sell it. We open it up once a year. People buy in. And at the end of the year, we've had a good year. We have profit. We increase the share price.
Yep.
And that money for the share price is in the bank. So we are super well capitalized. And as you know, for any agency, that's really important. It helps us help our clients. We can We don't like to serve as a bank, but we can float them if they need some things, if they need extra
right.
time to pay. It just makes us a really good partner. And I think that's one of the reasons why we have such long-term relationships with our
Yes,
clients.
you do. Yeah.
And
Like Maker's Mark and Little
yes,
Slugger and just
50 years for both of those. And I mean, it's insane. It really is. And we're really fortunate to have great clients. We've got great people doing wonderful work for those clients.
right.
But I think it's a two-way street. We talk here about work people love, and that is kind of the intrinsic side of things. If we want to
Right.
create a culture that people can love and want to work here, and we end up on average, our length of tenure is 3 times the industry average. So we keep our people, we get great people, we keep them,
Yep.
and that makes our clients happy. And on the flip side of that, our clients stick with us. If I was to go through, I just had to do this the other day for an RFP. I went through the list of the clients on our roster, and the average age of relationship.
You told me this before.
Over a decade.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it was like in that like 12-year kind of thing.
It increases every day. So yeah, it's wonderful.
That's great. All right, now listen, you have your 2 fully paid recharge weeks. Everybody gets that. What did you do on your last recharge week?
My last recharge week, I was up in Michigan. So one of the last we have a 4th of July week recharge week.
Yeah.
And here in the Ohio Valley, it can be hot and miserable.
It's a little schmitzy. Yeah.
What we like to do is we like to head north to the lake. So I was up there with my family. Actually, what was even better, not better, but I love spending time with the family, but all of our children were at summer camp. So for the first time in
no further explanation.
years,
No further explanation needed.
My wife and I got to reintroduce ourselves to one another. Like, oh, what do you do? I mean,
Yeah.
What are you interested in?
Yeah.
So it was like 2 chauffeurs coming together to talk about things beyond where we have to drive next.
I love it. I love it. John, thank you again. Congratulations. Number 13, lucky number 14, because we're going to go to lucky number 13. Awesome. I'm telling you, man, this muscle relaxer that I took. Yeah.